Online betting is one of the fastest growing parts of the gaming industry.
And now the trend is gaining more popularity among kids. According to a recent report, global downloads of social gambling apps for Android users who are 12 years old or younger increased from 33 million in 2012 to more than 1 billion in 2020. Many new apps and games that simulate sports and casino betting are becoming more accessible to children. Experts say many teens and kids tend to view them as games of skill rather than gambling. And despite the risks, experts say it is possible for kids to play online betting games safely with knowledge and adult supervision.
For more on this, I want to bring in the Axios business reporter, Erica Pandey. Thank you so much for joining us, Erica. How does online betting for kids differ from adults?
So the first thing we have to note here is we're talking about, like you say, social betting. So no money is involved. It's games that simulate casino games or sports betting. Same deal, choose which team you think is going to win. But you're not betting actual cash. You're betting either fake cash or coins or stuff like that, kind of like in-app coins. So it isn't actually gambling. But it's not easy. It's not hard to find the link here. As soon as you're playing these games, you're seeing, okay, I'm winning all of this fake money. What if I just did this with real money? All these winnings would be real. Gambling experts say this can create a sort of grooming effect on kids where they get really hooked on gambling without gambling. And then that can lead to actual gambling problems in their future as they get older.
Yeah, you have to wonder if these games are introducing kids to gambling, right? What are the potential risks for kids, and what should parents keep in mind?
Right. So, with sports betting, it's you pick a team. If that team wins, you win this fake money. What's really concerning is social casino, because often the fake games are set up in a way that, they're not random. So you might be winning more often than you would in real life. So kids can get a false sense of what gambling really is. And there's obviously a social element to it. So if their friends are getting involved, they might get involved. And, like you pointed out, a lot of these apps are marketed directly to kids as a kids game app. So what parents should be aware of is, what is your kid playing? Is your kid developing kind of an unhealthy obsession with these games? And, a lot of experts are telling me we're so used to parents having talks with kids about drugs and alcohol when they're in middle school or younger or in high school. And the same needs to now happen with gambling as it becomes a bigger and bigger, more mainstream part of our society. But that's not to say that these apps should be banned, right? Like, a lot of this is like a modern day monopoly. It's very possible, as you said, to enjoy these apps safely if parents are aware, if kids are aware, because there is that social element of, your friend group coming together and say, oh, who's going to win the Super Bowl? And that can be all good, clean fun if monitored and if, paid attention to.
Interesting, a modern day monopoly. I'll take that into consideration. Well, the National Football League and Nickelodeon both have collaborated on a site with sports betting-like games for children. Nickelodeon, by the way, is a division of our parent company, Paramount. So what's the allure of some of these games for kids? And do you expect more partnerships like this one?
Right, I absolutely do. Sports betting is infiltrating every part of sports fandom. You're seeing in-stadium sports books, you're seeing collabs with brands. Same thing is happening with social sports betting. And just like what's popular among the parents is going to become popular among the kids. So I expect more things like this, but as we're talking about, it can be safe if done well. It's just, at first glance, it's a little bit scary because it's mimicking gambling. But maybe that's, the future of games, and we have to accept that and learn how to teach our kids to, work around it and be wary of it.
Yeah, giving our kids the tools to make sure it's safe. Erica Pandey, thank you. Well,